What's going on, my fellow nerds? It's your boy Diego here, back again with a new pod with my fellow Landon right here.
What is going on, nerds? Welcome back to another Nerd Guys podcast.
It's going to be a great time. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're going to smoke a lot of stuff. It's going to be great.
Very great.
Let's just start off with, just the, I guess, UFC.
No, I'm starting off with, I was thinking Invincible.
We can start off with Invincible too, since we got more news, and we got more, we actually got the fucking, I'm blanking right here. The descriptions for the episodes and the pictures for the episodes.
And we also got the full trailer, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And we got a lot of stuff for Thrag.
Let's go, guys.
You guys are
so hyped for this.
Non-comic readers, you guys don't even know.
You don't even know.
You guys are talking about, Lee Pace this, Ryan Hurst that. It doesn't even fucking matter who's voicing, bro. You're just gonna see how he is in the show.
I think it's gonna be brilliant.
The design is.
It looks fucking.
People are hating also on the design and saying, it looks like Corey Walker's design of Thrag. So fucking what? Even though we know Ryan Otley's work as his Thrag and his Invincible is better, but I still like Corey Walker's work, and I think his design for Thrag is also peak. And I think the show does like a mixture of both Ryan Otley and Corey Walker's artwork mixed into one, in my opinion. That's how I think of the show's animation. But yeah, I think Thrag is gonna be peak. But let's go continue on with more Invincible stuff because we have a lot to talk about.
Well, so there's a lot of people that already think that they're putting all the animation budget into Thrag himself. All the haters of Invincible. That shit is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen, guys, because I feel like this season they're going all out in the budget. They're done playing around. They're done playing games. Last season we had pretty good animation, but the last two episodes, specifically the last episode, guys, the Conquest Invincible fight, that whole showdown, that peak-ass episode, season 3, episode 8 of Invincible, it's one of my most beloved episodes of all time, guys. It was fucking amazing. That animation was the best shit they ever released out of anything, specifically in that season and all of the whole show as well. I think season 4 is going to be continuing off that last episode and basically all the season, guys. I think it's going to be within that animation level, and I think this is going to be amazing.
Well, Robert Kirkman did say that they are saving the budget for the high-end fights and the high-end scenes, but I think they're especially ever since last season, even for the low-end scenes, really, for them just I think the animation has just improved deeply and
a lot.
And I think their budget has definitely raised higher ever since last season. So they'd have probably better animation teams on working on it and making the show look better for those people who fucking bitch and moan about everything. But even though the animation is peak, but whatever. People always like to complain.
Animation is pretty fucking fire.
The animation's great.
It's not the best it could be ever.
Yeah, but we get these
very good. It's getting much better.
It's not as good as it could be, but again, we get these seasons yearly. We get these seasons every single year. We're getting a new season 5 is confirmed for early 2027.
The animation once again does look amazing.
It looks great for a yearly release. Yeah,
great.
It looks pretty good. So I have no complaints, and the story honestly makes up for it as well because the Invincible comics and the show are just honestly one of the best written, some of the best written media, superhero media, for real. It's not the best I would say, but it's definitely it's really, really good.
It's up there.
It is up there.
But moving on from Invincible season 4, I wanted to talk about The Boys season 5 coming out in the same month.
This
same
whole year,
episode day releases multiple episodes. The Boys season 5 and Invincible season 4 too.
You can check the Nerdguyspod on TikTok to catch up on more news because I've on my video I explained the release dates for The Boys. I said the release dates for that, and obviously we get.
I believe I made a video about it too.
Yeah, we made a video about it as well. I think you made a video about the Invincible and The Boys aligning up. Long ago. So if you guys go check that out on our account.
Yes, guys. But The Boys season 5, I feel like the stakes here are going to be fucking insane. I'm getting insanely hyped for this. Homelander looks like he's lost his mind.
I have a few theories.
Yeah.
So you know how
but he's a bit lost.
Stormfront and Soldier Boy, they took V1, which is the first temp V, not temp V, first V, and I think Homelander, I think he honestly he injects himself with V1 to try to make himself immortal.
Yeah, that shit's insane.
Because, the scene where we see either like him shooting the laser beams in the sky, there's a needle to his, I believe his right, and he starts shooting his laser beams in the sky uncontrollably, and I think Soldier Boy is also there with him, and I think Soldier Boy brought him to where they keep V1, and where they keep all this these V1s, there's probably a bunch of them honestly, and I think Homelander takes one. He starts getting a power up, and we know the scene where he's flying through the woods with his laser eyes. I think that's right after when he gets to V1 and he gets his power up, because I think this season we're gonna see Homelander literally at his most powerful.
Yeah. At
his most powerful, and I think if what we saw from the posters destroyed parts of the planet over here and over there, I think we're gonna get that.
Bro,
I think we might get an episode of him just destroying shit, and him just going all out with his power and uncontrollably with his power.
Look like it.
I would love to see that. I think the budget is at the highest it's ever been this season.
Oh,
so
yeah,
they gotta go all out.
This gotta be the best season.
Yeah, of course.
The stakes gotta be crazy. I wonder what's gonna happen eventually with Soldier Boy and Homelander, how that's gonna play out. I'm really interested to see who's on the other end of the scene in the trailer where Homelander's lasering brutally punching in.
I think it's Ryan.
Yeah, it has to be. There's laser marks on his fucking suit.
And the way he hesitates too before punching him and looking in disappointment.
But
it's literally fucking Mark versus Nolan again.
Well,
that's what it is.
He's probably getting fucked and dead. He's probably dead. But are they gonna show that?
You think Ryan dies?
You think? I don't know if it's Ryan though. Maybe Ryan just left that mark and then it's someone else though.
Could be. It could be.
Making it look like Ryan.
You honestly, could be. That's a good point.
And then what's going on with Butcher teaming up the boys still after all that?
Yeah, that's interesting. Honestly, I guess it makes sense because I feel like they would honestly, all of them would do anything to try and kill Homelander and be Homelander, even if it has to work with Butcher again.
Yeah.
Even though how much they don't like Butcher, they still would rather work with him and try to take out Homelander than hit Homelander, just take over the world and inevitably destroy it. Which I honestly, my hot take, or I think honestly would be really good for the season's finale if Homelander honestly did win. I think people think it's too repetitive of him winning every season.
I think he might actually win, and it's gonna be
it makes the most sense. It makes the most sense.
I think it's gonna be in a sensational, tremendous way. It's gonna be Homelander almost fucking died. He's fucking done. He's toast. They got him, and then he comes back and he's even if he's fucked up and just destroys everyone, he's taking over. Imagine it's just Homelander and scraps. Imagine they go that dark, or it's just Homelander in the United States. It's just him and there they go slavery, just crazy shit, whatever it is, him ruling over
the planet
in a brutal way.
Well, who do you think is gonna die? Which is a very good question. Who thinks
a lot of people?
I think a lot of people are dead, especially from the boys. Frenchie's dead. I think A-Train, Mother Milk's probably dead. Butcher's definitely dead. Huey, I feel like his survival rate chances are up there, but I would be surprised if they killed him off. I would honestly be surprised because in the comics, Huey is one of the only boys members to survive. So,
but they don't follow the comics.
That's true. They don't follow the comics. They actually are better than the comics, which is surprisingly which is very surprising. Most of the time, when the fucking source material is actually worse than the TV show.
Yeah.
Which is actually, but the boys is just that's why it's that good.
Good. Very good. But moving on from the boys, I wanted to talk about UFC 326.
A lot of backlash and a lot of arguments going on with 326. We're a little late to the topic, but it's still hot right now, and people are still talking about it. Me personally, I thought the fight was good. It wasn't the most exciting thing I've ever seen. But it definitely wasn't the most boring thing I've ever seen, because I've seen some worse fights, even some worse striking fights that were really bad.
I really don't get the take that's it's the BMF title, so they have to make it a striking bout or some shit a kickboxing
I agree.
bout.
This is literally MMA.
Yeah, I know. What does that take? It's the UFC, it's MMA, it's some sort of title, baddest motherfucker, but it's not supposed to be striking.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry if you don't like grappling, don't watch UFC or don't watch any MMA sport in general. Just watch kickboxing in boxing. That's the sport you want to watch. You want to see elbows, knees, kicks, punches. You want to see that. You don't want to see the true form of mixed martial arts with emulates of wrestling, grappling, striking, all that, etc.
Yeah, for real.
They don't want to see that. They want to see people getting knocked out, which is fine. I like seeing people. I mean, people getting knocked out is entertaining, but at the same time, grappling is also someone getting submitted is probably just as entertaining as someone getting cut.
The only time I was pissed off is that Madalena fight in Makachev and Hazmat versus DDP. Because those were like, bro, like
those were domination in the most boring way possible.
I just wanted to see a good fight, but they're just getting dominated because their technique and their skill and their stamina and their wrestling and their grappling was just not even close.
And it's not Islam's fault, and it's not Charles's fault, and it's not Hazmat's fault. It's DDP, it's JDM, and it's fucking Max Holloway's fault for not. For okay, you guys are going against one of the high end grapplers in the sport, and you guys don't train any grappling, any defense, any submission, and nothing. You guys don't train no wrestling, nothing. You guys go into the fight expecting.
Obviously have defense, but like, they have no takedown defense.
That's what. Yeah, that's why.
Against people on that high level of grappling and wrestling, like Islam, Charles, Ilya, even
Ilya, which I think
Arman,
Ilya dominated Charles on the grappling. Even the short exchange that they had on the ground, it was still like Charles couldn't take him down. Charles could not take Ilya down. He couldn't.
He got stuck in a crucifix for a second.
He got stuck in a crucifix for a second, and literally, and then they stood up. And actually, Charles got him and had his leg. He had his leg locked, and was trying. I think he was trying. I don't know if he was going for the ankle submission.
Yeah.
But I think he was just holding it to try not to take any more damage. But even then, when he had Ilya's ankle, Ilya even got a clean right on the ground and actually hurt Charles because he puts his guard up. And he's already cut, he's already bleeding, he's already hurt, and then Ilya stands up and then he gets knocked out. But yeah.
That shit was a bad knockout.
It was bad. And I saw some comments saying that Ilya needs to knock Charles out again. No, bro. Why the fuck? Why are you guys hating on Charles so much?
Charles, Ilya?
Hell no.
But talking about Ilya though, in the White House, we have Ilya Gaethje, Pereira gone. I believe O'Malley
versus
Canadian guy.
I forgot his name.
Zahabi. Who fought Chito Vera and Jose Aldo.
I feel like that fight will be good.
Yeah,
he's been on a good win streak too. The Zahabi's been on a good win streak.
Rufy Chandler, Bo Nickel, against that Skauskas guy, I think. Mm-hmm. And then we got Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia.
Dude, I've seen a lot of Steve Garcia fans come out of fucking nowhere, bro.
Diego Lopez is knocking him
Dude,
out.
the Gene Silva win alone is better than anything Steve Garcia's ever done.
Oh yeah, he's dominating Steve Garcia.
Those
Steve
fucking
Garcia's
10 rounds.
He's a good boxer.
He's a great boxer, but he has no grappling. He has no grappling. Zero grappling. And again, fucking Diego has a titanium fucking chin. He has Steve Garcia has decent striking. Zero grappling. Diego was gonna eat those punches and then he's gonna take him to the ground, then dominate him on the ground either by TKO or submission. Honestly,
I agree, honestly.
And I'd probably either say round one or two.
I was surprised Diego Lopez was on the White House card.
Yeah, I was too. And then people were talking about, oh, Ilya's not gonna be on the White House card because he's too Spanish or too Hispanic. And then the first fight is a Brazilian, Mexican, whatever.
And Pereira gone, bro. Alex Pereira with the heavyweight is so badass, bro.
It's so great. And it's for an interim.
He's gonna make 248 pounds.
It's for an interim, which is very interesting because, Tom Aspinall is already talking about coming back as soon as possible to fight the winner versus Pereira and Gane. So, obviously, we're gonna get the fight with Tom Aspinall and Alex Pereira. Fuck John Jones and fuck all you John Jones fans.
John Jones
I keep seeing you Glazers in every comment. He was crying on fucking Instagram and having a little whole temper tantrum. Having a whole temper tantrum on fucking Instagram. He's a pussy. All you John Jones fans.
Steroid user.
Bye. Shut the fuck up. Like, your GOAT is not the GOAT. He's the fucking shit, bro. He's
exactly. DC's higher on the GOAT list. That's a fact.
GSP
is the GOAT, though. Like, that's facts. want to talk about UFC 327.
We're gonna talk about really. I mean, we can talk about the other stuff, but I'm really more excited about Jiri and
Carlos Goldberg, bro.
Yeah, that. I'm so happy.
We do have Van and Tara too.
That card's
gonna be badass.
I honestly think Van's gonna win. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight though. We'll see.
It's gonna be a good fight.
Tara
does have great grappling, but I don't know, dude. But we have seen. I don't know. I don't know. Because I would kind of say like the fight with Pantoja wasn't more like an accidental win. It wasn't like an official win. Like he dominated him, he beat him. It was an accidental win. His arm dislocated. It didn't break. It dislocated. So it was just like a technical win. So I don't.
I mean, I wouldn't really say it was a win. He did cause it.
You don't think he
technically,
won?
But I don't think. You think?
I mean, he caused it, so it was a win.
He won, yeah.
But at the same time, it was more accidental because the way Pantoja posted. If Pantoja didn't post like that, nothing would have happened. He would have basically. He got a takedown on him.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was more of an accidental win, I would say. And I think he did win, and people were like, and the way he did celebrate though, I wouldn't have celebrated like that.
Oh
honestly.
Yeah.
That's why people are like hating on him right now because the way
be hating.
No, I'm not hating. I think congratulations, he won. I actually like Joshua Van. I think his fight against Brandon Royval was like one of the best. That was a beautiful fucking fight. I love that fight, but the way he reacted when he got the belt, I feel like that's why he is getting all this hate. If he would have acted more humbly, I feel like he wouldn't have gotten this hate. Right. The fans from Pantoja and Joshua.
He still was pretty humble. Right?
Exactly. I think he's one of the most humble fighters in the UFC. Like he's definitely the humblest champion. I'd probably say.
Yeah, he was pretty fucking humble.
Yeah, I do, and he's a great guy. Lives in Houston. He's overall just a good dude in general.
Yeah. And
a great fighter. So I'm happy for him, but I do think in the rematch when we inevitably get it, which Pantoja is already training like crazy and is definitely ready to go back in the octagon. But we just have to get it done.
He needs at least another like 4 months. Probably.
I think he's fighting either this year or next year though.
Yeah, thanks. I thought it was gonna be worse when I first saw that.
I thought it was a clean break.
That was like career.
But it was more. He said it was more of his shoulder.
Yeah.
But so I think the elbow was just a dislocation because I think they snapped it back, and then he was literally grappling training, striking training again like a week later. So like he was already training again. So
yeah. That's fucking
good. But I'm excited for Tara and Van, and I think that will be really, really cool. I'm really hyped for that fight as well. And then obviously
that card is a great.
It's actually really good. That's a really good.
Great prelims.
Costa, that's fire.
I think.
That's his debut to lightweight.
On the prelims.
Gamrot, that's Costa's. That's his. We're talking about Paulo Costa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his debut to lightweight too. So that will be interesting. Light heavyweight. Sorry.
Light heavyweight. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting because he was middleweight. He moved up. Which I think he will do okay in the light heavyweight division. I don't think he will be champion though. That would be an interesting fight against Yuri.
He's going to light heavyweight against Sky versus Kanov.
I think he beats him.
Yeah.
I think because he's a.
Francisco Pitbull and Aaron Pico is back.
Aaron Pico's back after that crazy fucking knockout by Lerone Murphy. Okay, he does. I think he does. Okay. Aaron Pico, after being a cocky fuck and talking shit about Ilya and Volk, he is actually a pretty good fighter. And I do think he beats Pitbull.
Yeah.
I think Pitbull, he joined the UFC too late. I think like his prime. He's just he's just kind of mid.
He's not that.
He's not like a bad.
He won his last fight.
He's in the exactly.
He's Dan Ige.
Yeah, Dan Ige. But anyways, it's okay. Like it's cool. Like, he's a good fighter. I just don't think he's gonna win.
Short notice. 38-year-old Pitbull.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Calvin Gastelum is on the fucking prelims too. Kevin Holland too.
Ooh, Kevin Holland. I think he's gonna lose. Who's he fighting? Who?
Randy Brown.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Might be too of a casual.
Randy Brown, who's that?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yuri Bargazaka.
Anyways, the Yuri fight, we're obviously going for Yuri. Carlos Olberg.
I'm going for Yuri.
Yeah, Carlos Olberg, he's an upcoming guy, but I just don't think he has the experience nor like the skill level on Yuri's. And obviously Yuri's just a fucking savage. So he's a fucking monster. So anybody who goes in the octagon with him is fucked. Besides Pereira. So
exactly.
But I mean, he wanted a third fight with Pereira. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I don't think it ever should happen because I don't want to see.
No.
I don't want to see
Pereira knock him out cold.
Yeah, I don't want to see that again. But you never know. Fights could go always. You know.
Yuri is a savage.
Yuri is a crazy fight.
Is he gonna be able to get in the depths of Pereira to round 2, 3? I don't know.
And again, he believes that Pereira's using dark magic. So.
But he will knock out Oberg.
Yeah. Oh.
He become light heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm so
Pereira
happy
will
about
knock out Gon at the White House and become heavyweight champ of the world. 3 division champ in the UFC.
Which has never been done before. And I think, honestly, it has to classify him as the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
It has to. And people are like, oh, I wouldn't classify him as... No, it does. If you win 3 titles in 3 different divisions, I think that classifies.
I think he is.
Yeah, I think he is.
Once he wins.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna, if he defends against Tom Aspinall, it's undisputed.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Then it's like.
Oh yeah.
Then it's like stamped like he is the GOAT, which I would be really happy about because right now him and Ilya are probably like my 2 like favorite fighters in them like right now in the league, in the UFC division. They're just the best.
Bro, Ilya's gonna destroy Gaethje. Imagine Gaethje like got a surprise.
Oh my gosh, dude! I would actually be fucking. I break my nice new TV that I bought. I would break it, unfortunately, on my P5. But yeah, that would be fucking bad. I'd crash the fuck out. But that's not gonna happen though. So
yeah,
no. Like poor Justin.
No fucking way that happens.
There's no fucking for real. There's no fucking way. We're talking about the same guy who got fucking choked out by Charles Oliveira. So
for real. Yeah. But moving on from the UFC,
we're
going to discuss our best Spider-Man and then our thoughts on Brand New Day after that. Let's start off on our best Spider-Man and there's a rank of the 3 live-action Spider-Man and who's our favorite, least the worst.
I feel I think we have the same list. I am Toby, Tom, and Andrew.
Same.
Keep in mind, I think all Spider-Men are equally perfect in their own way. They're all unique in their own way. They all also have their flaws. But Toby, his portrayal as Spider-Man and Peter is just so good. The balance we see in Spider-Man 2 of him trying to balance out his life between Peter and Spider-Man, and then him like trying to make a choice for himself was just fucking so great. People also like to hate on his Spider-Man and say that he doesn't make jokes and that he's too serious. I'm gonna explain why you're fucking stupid and you don't know what you're talking about and you watch the movies like this. You watched it like that, you fucking idiots. He literally makes jokes all the time. He's made jokes since he put on a fucking mask in the fucking wrestling ring. Did your husband give that to you? And then
he jokes a lot.
And in the first movie, he's like beating. Remember when he's beating up those guys who are robbing the truck?
Yeah.
He has this camera set up. He beats those guys up. Cheese, and they take a picture. Like those guys are all beat up around him. He's taking a picture. Like he makes jokes ever since the first movie. You guys just don't pay attention, and he's serious when he has to be. Yeah. When Aunt May was like kidnapped by fucking Doc Ock, okay, he had a lock in. He had to be serious. When Mary Jane was kidnapped by Doc Ock and was literally held captive, and he was like, "Where is she?" Like he had to be serious, bro. He had to be. Like, there's moments of him, and then again, Sandman and Spider-Man 3, he's like, "I guess you haven't heard, I'm the new sheriff around these parts." Like he's making jokes all the fucking time. Maybe because of the mask, it looks kind of like angry.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're saying it's because the lenses. But it doesn't make any sense. It's fucking stupid. That's my argument with that. But Tom, on the other hand, the scene we have in Civil War, probably the best.
Gosh, I think it's the best Spider-Man sequences we've had
ever. I think ever.
Easily Tom, and then all 3 Spider-Man ever. Like the way he's acting in the Civil War fighting sequence.
The Russos,
so good.
Should have made a Spider-Man movie. They should have been the ones who
did
the trilogy.
Oh my gosh, should have been so fucking good. They're still pretty good, but like.
Yeah, I think it would have been like great though.
Oh yeah,
but
fucking so good.
Like Homecoming was good, but I feel like if we got like Homecoming,
we need
Russos,
Spider-Man.
It would have been great. Peak.
We're getting with the Shang-Chi director,
which is also peak. That's
they switched the director.
That's great. What's his name? Daniel Dustin Craig.
Is he the fighting choreography or is he the director?
He's the director, and I think that he has the fighting. Jackie Chan's fighting choreography is actually they're the ones who did Shang-Chi, and now they're in here for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Which that means every fighting scene we're gonna get is straight fucking hands.
Fuck.
And it's gonna be fucking sick, dude. And we literally get the hand from Daredevil's the hand, those assassins. So we're gonna get that in Brand New Day, and he's just gonna be beating the shit out of them, bro. That's gonna be fucking so cool. But yeah, Tom has potential to be the greatest Spider-Man of all time. After this film, or maybe even after his new trilogy, I think that solidifies him as the greatest Spider-Man.
But so hyped for Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah, of course, Spider-Man Brand New Day is probably going to be the best Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah,
and he already has the best Spider-Man suit. So
the villains we're getting, bro.
Yeah, the villains we're getting are fucking amazing. The ground levelness we're getting.
Scorpion, Tombstone.
Tombstone better act like Spectacular Spider-Man. Tombstone. That is
Hulk. Savage Hulk.
We're finally getting Savage Hulk back. He's coming back from the fucking grave. Thank the Lord. Like, come on, bro. Like, are we serious? Punisher? And I guess Sadie Sink is literally rumored, like, almost pretty much confirmed to be Jean Grey.
That's fucking crazy.
Which, I don't know how the fuck she fits into it. I don't know. But this is the introduction to the X-Men, I guess, in Spider-Man. Yeah. Which, I mean, we've gotten an Ultimate Spider-Man and some interactions with her. And, I mean, in some 616 comics as well with some interactions with Jean Grey. But I never, like, would think to have her in a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
If that's true.
If that's true, exactly. If that's true, which I don't think it's true. I think she's just like,
because I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, like, she's in the movie, rumored to be Jean Grey, and I have mixed feelings on it, but I think it'll be okay. Andrew though is the third Spider-Man. Not saying that he's a bad Spider-Man. His Peter portrayal is great. His Spider-Man portrayal even better. But his movies are just lacking, bro. They're just super lackluster.
TASM 2 is trash.
TASM
1's like solid.
TASM 1 was a perfect start to an almost perfect trilogy. It was a great origin. The villain was, I mean,
Lizard was like a little lackluster.
Exactly. I think Lizard was like a little lacking. I think in the design and motivation.
Yeah.
I feel like the design, like they had a perfect design with the lab coat, but they'd keep the lab coat on, and then he gets shot up, and then now he's naked again. Like, oh my gosh, like bro, put on a fucking pants or something, bro.
For real.
But it's like I would have liked the jacket on the Lizard because we got taste of it in TASM, but like we should have had it should have been that the whole time, and the motivation was like, okay, like he's sad about his arm being gone, and he wants to like make some type of crazy ass serum that grows back limbs using reptile DNA. Okay, that's interesting, but like, I just don't I don't really feel anything with it. Like I don't feel like kind of like bad for him like that. Like it's fucked up, but I mean,
disrespectful, bro. You don't need that arm that bad.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like there's people who live without it.
You
he's
made
like
yourself a terrorizing monster to the city.
Yeah, like come on,
possibly the fucking.
And then he's trying to. Which I would have liked it better also if they implicated his family in it too. Like with a lot of like Lizard storylines, add his son, and the Spectacular Spider-Man I feel like did it like perfectly. Like the Lizard plot stuff that they did was like perfect, and they should have done it very similar to. Well, I think TASM 1 should have like literally copied and pasted it into the movie. And then him trying to make the city into lizards was like, okay, fucking stupid. But I want to make you into a lizard or like
lizards. Peter, Paul, Peter.
But he wasn't a bad villain. The fight scenes were pretty fucking cool. The suit for TASM 1 though is probably the worst like Spider-Man suit though. Like I'd probably say I don't like the yellow lenses and the extra lines are like too much and kind of stupid.
Alright.
And the textures the extra lines are like whatever. And the textures like.
I think the worst is definitely Tom's Iron Spider suit.
I'm trying to think of like more like classic looking Spider-Man suits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like with just the red and the blue. Then I feel like that's like definitely like bottom.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Toby's suits are obviously all better. They look exactly like the comics. Tom's suits are better. So yeah, and then Andrew's TASM 2 suit is probably the best Spider-Man. Oh well, it's been dethroned.
Yeah.
But it's the second best Spider-Man suit of all time.
Facts.
But then TASM 2 is just so fucking bad, dude.
TASM 2 is fucking so awful.
Bad.
Like, I always see people, there's the Glazers out there who will defend it, but like the moments outweigh the horrible, horrible lows of this movie.
Which is
like
true.
The coins, his whole thing with his dad, Electro's terrible, Goblin's terrible, Harry's terrible, the build-up's terrible, that shit is goofy as shit. There's so many moments that are like, what the fuck? The design for Goblin's terrible. There's some cool, really good moments like the shit with Gwen The end is really sad. And that's a great moment. And there are some great like swinging moments. And the suit looks really good, but Electro is straight garbage. His story is not good. The way he like sort of teams up with Harry and he becomes Goblin is just really, really bad. It's super awful. And that movie is just kind of a disaster with little good moments and a lot of bad moments throughout the entire movie.
It's just like the opening scene being like the side plot parents. Like, I don't care about that. I care about Peter. I want to see his story. And again, the friendship between Harry and Peter is super forced and unnatural. It feels like it doesn't feel like they're. It doesn't feel like they've been friends. Like, they just feel like they're just like, oh, they met each other and like they're trying to be like cool and not.
They look like they're acting.
Exactly. They look like they're acting to be friends. It doesn't look real at all. And also the scene with Harry and Norman in the bedroom.
Oh my god!
Talking about that one. Not just for me, but for you. And he's like, you sent me a bottle of scotch on my 16th birthday. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. That is terrible. That's a terrible ass scene.
Bottle of scotch.
That is a terrible scene. Not good at all. Emo Harry looking motherfucker is shit. That guy's not a bad actor. If you've seen Chronicle, that movie's good. I like that movie a lot. He's not a bad actor. They just gave him a shitty script and he had to do what he did what he tried. You know?
It was really bad.
And his Goblin design was terrible.
You're
a fraud, Spider-Man! You're a fraud, Spider-Man! Get the fuck out of here, bro. Terrible. And then obviously Electro, just super bad. Not accurate to the source material at all. They try to make the design is terrible. I know they try to do like for Ultimate Spider-Man, like they try to do like, because in Ultimate Spider-Man he's just like a blue electric guy when he transforms into Electro. So, but again, at the same time, he's not stuck in that form. He can transform to human and then turn it on his Electro form. So he's not like stuck like that. But yeah, it's just like the design was terrible. Motivation was terrible. Only redeemable thing about that film is Andrew Spider-Man, because he is a great Spider-Man, and they butchered it. And he even says that in interviews that they butchered it and they ruined it, and he deserves a third movie, but with people who actually care about the character.
Yeah, facts.
And because he cares about the character, you can see ever since he got the role that he actually loves Spider-Man. And that's why I think people call him the greatest Spider-Man, because they see how much he cares for the character, which I totally agree. Like, I like actors who like really care about the character that they're portraying, and Andrew shows that like pretty much every time people mention Spider-Man. So him not getting the love he deserved, and honestly, he was supposed to be the MCU Spider-Man. Yeah. They were literally going to show Oscorp, I think, in Civil War. They were planning on merging the movies, but TASM 2 underperformed because it wasn't good, and they decided to restart.
It's crazy.
And then just throw Andrew to the side and act like he didn't exist. Which I watched that movie in theaters when I was like 8 years old, so it's just sad to see it, but like at the end of the day we have to speak the truth, and it's not a good movie. And
not at all. And
it's not Andrew's fault. It's the Sony and the writers.
Facts.
But let's move on to that and talk about some Spider-Man. I mean, we talked already a little bit Spider-Man brand new.
Yeah. We're gonna move on to ranking the Avengers movies.
Alrighty, let's do it.
For me, coming in at last place, it's hard to put this at last place, but I have to put Age of Ultron.
Still a great movie.
It's still a great movie. It's just not on the same level as the other Avengers movies above it, but Ultron is great. There's no bad moments. There's people that don't like that movie.
That's actually crazy.
That's such a bad
fucking. That's a like. Because it's not a bad movie. It's actually really good. Maybe it's just the high. I feel like the really high end comic readers who really like. Oh, that's not the Age of Ultron that I know. Like, okay, it's a different take on Ultron, and they don't like. I mean, obviously, we didn't get Hank Pym, Ant-Man to create Ultron because it's not accurate to the source material. Because in the comics, Ultron was created by Hank Pym using Hank Pym's like scanned brain into Ultron, and then Ultron became evil because Hank Pym actually his mind is all fucked up. But anyways, in the comics in the movie we don't get Hank Pym creating, we get Tony Stark, which is a different take on it. I feel like that's why people get a little iffy on it.
Good though.
But it was a good movie, and I see no issue with that. And I see no issue with it being at 4 too.
Sick.
Because it's still a great movie.
It's a great movie,
but not on par with it.
Right above it, I have Avengers Endgame. A lot of people also think this movie is not good. for some reason, or I don't get why people think this movie's not good. That movie is great. Endgame is great. Some people think the beginning is boring. It's not good to the last 30 minutes. But I believe the whole movie's great, and I believe the last 30 minutes is just a straight peak.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Endgame for me is 3. Right above Endgame, I have Avengers, the original. That is a perfect fucking MCU movie. That's like a perfect just Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I loved the Avengers movie. Was great when I was a kid. Great when I'm older now. It's just always great. Like the whole team up scenes are so good. The Hulk is great in that movie. Iron Man is great. Cap is funny. His suit's not the best it's been, but it's still like great.
If it didn't have the ear covers and
Yeah.
if the wings were like kind of like out more,
Yeah.
it actually wouldn't have been a bad suit.
For real,
But
pretty sick.
it is what it is. And then
Hawkeye
with the
was
mask
not
off,
bad
it's not
too.
bad.
And then I feel like Black Widow moments in that movie are actually not too bad. Loki is really sick in that movie.
She's actually
The Thor
Thor
versus
scene.
Iron Man scene. Oh my gosh.
The Thor and Hulk scenes are so.
Oh,
fucking
those are
sick,
really
bro.
sick,
Those are
too.
so cool, bro. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Avengers is a great fucking movie. That's one of the best MCU movies.
I'm
of
sad
all
that
time.
the
It's one of
Russos
movies of
didn't
all
use
time.
the Hulk in their movies, bro. They just said they didn't know what to do with him, but I feel like they could have used him, bro. Like
They used
honestly,
him
Hulk
still in that
versus
movie good.
in what?
Avengers one.
I'm talking about the Russos though, because the Russos were talking. That's the Josh Whedon
Yeah,
directed Avengers
I forgot.
2012, and then the Russos directed the Endgame and Infinity.
Yeah,
War.
you're right.
But they said in interviews that they didn't know what to do with Hulk, so
Yeah.
they were like, so they basically used Thanos to like beat the shit out of Hulk to like show how powerful he is.
That's
Which I mean, it's a good scene showcasing
it
how
was
powerful
sick,
Thanos.
but like, damn.
But like, yeah, like, come on,
Dude,
we're gonna, and then in Endgame we get Smart Hulk. That shit was
Oh
terrible.
my gosh, it was so
And then
bad.
it's ruined Hulk in the MCU for years now. That people forget about 2015 and 2012 Hulk.
Exactly.
People forget about how peak Hulk was in the early 2010s.
Exactly.
People forget, bro, and like it's really sad. We've all, like, and especially like the kids growing up nowadays. Excuse me, kids growing up nowadays. They only had Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
They haven't had the Rage Hulk. While we were growing up, we had Rage Savage Hulk, and we'd have toys of Savage Hulk and shit like. But
With all that being said, though,
yeah,
I think I have Endgame 3, and then I got Avengers 2. 1, I gotta put Infinity War. I feel like could be the best superhero project of all time. It has the potential to be up there.
like top 5.
It's great. Like Thanos is so good.
Best villain of all time in my
Easily.
opinion.
That movie is crazy.
Over Vader, over Homelander,
Oh,
over
yeah.
Heath Ledger's
Oh
Joker.
yeah.
He's the best.
That movie's so great. The scenes in space are amazing. The whole feel, the way the whole movie flows, the fucking cinematography, the fighting choreography, the fucking dialogue is insane.
Thanos'
dialogue
is literally
is
like,
some of the best of all time.
yeah. People always like, what's his called? I'm like blanking. I don't know. His quotes are just fucking amazing, bro. They're
Bro.
so crazy.
So great.
Shakespeare. I blanked on Shakespeare. But yeah, people say he's like the next Shakespeare. Low-key better than
Fucking,
Shakespeare.
he literally was, bro.
He's better than Shakespeare.
Better. They also figured out Shakespeare smokes weed.
Yeah, that's true. And we do
They
too.
found
so
a
we're
weed
Shakespeare.
residue on Shakespeare's pipes. Look it up, guys. It's facts.
It's true.
But no, Infinity War, I think it's just the best Marvel movie that we've gotten.
You could not live with your own failure. Would that bring you back to me?
Yeah,
Does
that's
smile.
enough said.
Does
And I love the
smile.
ending, guys. Obviously, I remember some people were hating on it at the time. Obviously, most people loved it because it was great. I loved it when I was a kid. I was like, "What the fuck? They lost."
When
I still
Spider-Man
feel
died,
like-
I was like, fuck, dude. Because Spider-Man's my favorite
Dust.
superhero of all time. And I was like, dude, no fucking way they just killed Spider-Man off like
Fucking
that. I knew he was going to come back, but at the same time, like,
Yeah.
it was pretty shocking. That's the first time I've ever, like, killed Spider-Man on screen, too, which is pretty crazy.
It's really crazy.
A lot of theories. I remember back then, like, theories we were going to get, like, Miles Morales Spider-Man as the next Spider-Man, and then obviously that never happened, but that would be pretty crazy.
But yeah. But moving on from that, you want to go to agree or disagree?
Let's do it. My first question kind of got butchered from earlier, but it's okay. My first question was, Toby is the best Spider-Man. Agree or disagree? I mean,
And yeah, I
agree.
Agree.
I think
we
we
heard
both
that
agree
from
on that.
earlier.
And then we'll do my next one.
Wait, should I go up next? And then
Oh,
you
let's
go?
do yours. Yeah, right. Sorry.
My first question is Daredevil. My first agree or disagree. Sorry, is Daredevil content is better than the Captain America trilogy.
Agree.
You agree?
I agree. The Captain America trilogy is really good though. But Daredevil season 3 is probably one of the best seasons of like superhero television.
I agree.
So I agree. Daredevil is better than the Captain America trilogy.
Facts.
But that's really hard.
That's a tough.
That's really hard. That was crazy. Mine are fucking lame now. But whatever. A New Hope. Agree or disagree? Sorry. A New Hope is a bad film, and I agree. I think A New Hope is a bad film.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of A New Hope.
I think what I think is Star Wars. I mean, the world building in A New Hope is pretty cool.
It's just like too.
It's just
old.
like again, it's just too. Yeah, I feel like this is too
I don't
old
get
and it's a
people
little
glaze
too
that
childish. And
it's just not good.
It's not good.
because of it's old. How old?
I
It's
like.
just not good.
I feel like the only redeemable scenes are Vader scenes.
Yeah, they're like very slow motion. Some of this fight. It's
Yeah.
like the worst fighting scene.
But I mean, Emperor Strikes Back is
Oh,
really good.
yeah.
Emperor Strikes Back's really good, and then Return is also really good. So the trilogy overall is like probably like I give it like an 8.
Yeah.
But that first movie is probably like a 4.
Yeah, it brings it down.
Yeah,
You know?
but that, I'd probably give
I'll stand
Empire
by
like
that
a
too.
9, bro. Empire Strikes Back is really good. I
For real.
love Empire Strikes Back. But it's not my favorite Star Wars movie. I give that to Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
That movie's like a 9.5.
Oh yeah, in my opinion. Some people don't like that.
People
too.
don't like that fucking movie, and if you don't like that movie, you're a pussy. And you're probably those people who think that Luke Skywalker is the chosen one when Anakin is, and it's been proven multiple times. Even George Lucas himself has said that Anakin is the chosen one. And if you disagree with the creator of Star Wars, then you lost your fucking mind and you need to shut the fuck up. But anyways,
My second question, I was gonna say, Superman 2025 is the best Superman movie of all time.
agree.
Agree.
But Brandon Routh's Superman from like 2006, and honestly, it's not that bad. It's a little slow paced, and I guess people call it boring because it's not really action packed. But I feel like it's not a bad representation of Superman as a character because it's a continuation on Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Yeah.
But I feel like they could have done that. Honestly, it could have been its own thing too, and it would have been cool if we got like what if we got like a DCU of Christian Bale? I mean, fuck Christian Bale, but like early 2000s we got like a small DCU of like Christian Bale and Brandon Routh's Superman. I think that would have been pretty interesting. It probably wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
But I don't like Christian Bale's Batman like that, so
Christian Bale's Batman was a little
terrible.
Yeah, no.
I'm glad it never happened, but at the same time, it could have been better than Zack Snyder's DCEU. So I think Brandon Routh's Superman and Christian Bale's Batman is, like character-wise and writing-wise, better than Man of Steel and like Zack Snyder's Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I gotta say for that. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Alright, this one's easy. Agree or disagree, Invincible is the best superhero show of all time. That is including like animation and live action media. So this is like everything.
Disagree.
And you disagree. I'm gonna say agree. I think Invincible is the best TV show.
Fuck no.
What would you put it?
Daredevil is definitely a better overall superhero content as a show right now than Invincible does. I like Daredevil season 3. Daredevil season 1 shit we get just right now outweighs what we've got from Invincible. I also think that Penguin shit, if they do release season 2, could outweigh Invincible for right now.
I mean, Penguin season 1 was really.
It was Penguin season 1.
When Penguin season 1 was coming out, people were saying that it's better than Daredevil, which I don't agree with. I think it's really close.
Yeah.
But honestly, now you're kind of changing my mind a little bit. But I do think Invincible season 3 is like some of the best like superhero content we've ever gotten. And season 1 is just like the finale of season 1, and just like the moments that we the feel of season 1 is just so fucking good. But I mean, Daredevil, again, it has its perks of being live
season
action.
1 and 3, Daredevil, some of the parts of season 2, even some parts of Renegade Born Again season 2. I think it's gonna be pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Bullseye alone is probably also. I think Bullseye is like probably one of the best villains of all time as well. Kingpin's great.
Daredevil content's great.
Okay, like, I'm gonna do like top 5 Marvel people real quick, or like top 3. It's like Thanos, Goblin, and Bullseye is the top 3 of like the live action like Marvel like villains that we've ever gotten, in my opinion. So, but that was like the sidetrack. But honestly, yeah, Daredevil is like, it was one of my favorites too. So I don't know. It's really hard.
Alright, moving on to my third and final question, or agree or disagree, sorry. I'm slightly more hyped for the possibility that Homelander brings than Thrag in The Boys Season 5.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree because this is, I mean, the finale. This is this is the final season we get of Homelander, so the stakes, I feel like, I mean, they're just way more higher in Invincible. Like, we're gonna get more seasons of Invincible, so I mean, we know, I mean, Mark's not dying, some of our main characters aren't dying, and obviously we read the source material, so we know more than some people than others. But with The Boys, we're fucking blank on. We don't know shit. We don't know shit. Like, we're going into this shit blind. So with Homelander, anything can happen this season. Anything can happen this season, and yeah, I'm way more anticipated to see what's going on in The Boys than Invincible. Even though
what's going on when he's chasing? He looks like he's chasing someone down in the forest.
Yeah,
it's like lasers and shit.
Or just destroying shit. Like we just see him doing mass destruction. That'd be fucking peak.
With Thrag, I'm super hyped for it.
Oh yeah, of course. Seeing
Thrag are gonna be insane.
Seeing Thrag finally put to animation.
Oh my, sick.
You know Robert Kirkman said he wants to do a 4-hour Invincible live action movie.
Fuck.
4 hours.
4 hours?
I would be there.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching that shit day one.
Live action?
Live action.
He's going to direct it too?
He wants to.
The fuck?
That's what he wants to do.
That's insane.
I think that would be fucking crazy.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm positive you said that shit. And also, I saw people hating on that. People like, oh my gosh, they're gonna ruin another. It's a live action, so they're gonna ruin it again. Like, not everything that gets put in from animation into live action is bad.
Yeah, for real.
Even from comics, put it to live action is not bad, bro. And Robert Kirkman knows what he's doing. He's been planning this for fucking like 20 years.
Yeah, do it right.
He's gonna do it right, bro. He's already done the animation show right. He's gonna do this movie right, and it's gonna be 4 hours, so that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And 4 hours in the theaters. It's probably gonna be a theater release too.
If they do that. If they collect the right things together, get castings done, get a team, get it approved. Like,
it's probably gonna be after the show though. So
yeah, but we'll see. Hopefully that'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
Moving on.
Also, sorry to interrupt. My bad. I'm sorry. But I think they're also planning spin-offs after the show ends too.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be sick.
You know, Battle Beast has his own miniseries right now.
That would be cool.
I think they would honestly do a Battle Beast miniseries.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be super fucking
That'd
cool.
Be super
I would love to see that. But anyways, I'm sorry for interrupting.
But moving on to our final discussion of the pod, what's your top 5 projects that cannot be disappointing in 2026? The top 5 that must not be disappointing, need to be good projects.
This is projects fail. like all projects or like superhero?
Any projects in 2026, the top 5 that must not be disappointing.
Okay, I'm gonna put Odyssey at 5 because Christopher Nolan. Okay. Christopher Nolan is like, I mean, he's a high-end director, and if this movie is like, and this is like
gotta be a really good.
This would be an interesting take on the mythology of the Odyssey of I forgot what the actual like source material that is, but he's not like, I mean, really high-end, and he's made some like questionable movies in the past. Obviously, I'm not a fan of his Batman. Yeah. But I feel like this movie looks really, really good, and obviously he's been hyped for over a fucking year now. So if this movie just is shit off the gate, which I don't think it's gonna be, then I think he's just gonna get a lot of hate. Yeah. Not gonna be people are not gonna be like, oh, he's the worst director of all time. I just think he's gonna get a lot of hate. Yeah. My 4th would probably be Supergirl, because I think Supergirl is gonna be great, but there's some moments in the trailer that kind of look a little like iffy to me. Yeah. Not like Lobo or anything, because Lobo looks perfect. Lobo looks perfect. But the thing also with me that scares me about Lobo is that how long is he going to be in the movie? Yeah. Is he going to be in there for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, like 30 minutes? Like, we don't know. So I want to get as much Lobo content as possible. So if we get low screen time of that, I'm going to be disappointed. That would suck. And I mean, she doesn't look like a bad Supergirl. She looks like a great actress and stuff. Yeah. But some things just kind of look, and the color grading, and people are like talking about, oh, it looks kind of Guardians of the Galaxy. I disagree with that.
How can you see that off the trailer?
I don't see that at all. And then now my 3rd, going to shows real quick. If Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is not good, I will be really upset because
yeah.
Bullseye, like, this is a very season with Bullseye and obviously Kingpin. Like, this is, I think, the last season they're gonna use Kingpin as the villain.
Yeah.
So if they do it wrong, I'm gonna be pissed. And if they fuck up this, I mean, anything, honestly, if they fuck up anything, I'm gonna be pissed, and I'm gonna be really disappointed.
I agree with that one.
And then I'm gonna say Tom Spider-Man at 2, Brand New Day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it at 2 because I mean, like, if this Spider-Man movie is like Taz 2 level bad,
oh wow,
I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
If it's not like great, I'll be pissed.
I'm gonna be fucking mad.
If it's like top 2 of all time. Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna be really mad if it feels like too rushed, too like
no way,
fucking too cramped up into fucking like to all these because like honestly, we haven't got a trailer and all these characters that we've like gotten leaked and then are pretty much confirmed.
And look at the fucking backstage shit and look at the characters.
Yeah, so far that the stuff that we've seen looks great and the characters that we've gotten like that we've heard sound awesome, but at the same time, this is a lot of characters that they're cramming into a 2.5.
That is true, but I feel like
2
they
hour,
will
40 minutes.
figure it out.
Oh no, I agree. I think it will be. I agree, but that's a little worrisome. But I don't think this movie is going to be bad. I think this movie is probably going to be the best Spider-Man movie of all time, like I said earlier. But at the same time, if it's bad, I'm going to be really upset, and I'm really worried about it if it's bad. And then obviously the number 1 is Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday for me too. Like that can't fail.
If this fails, MCU's dead.
Oh, it's done. Because Doom has to be great. It has to be amazing.
Which Doom's not showing his face.
Trust me, I'll be there for second release.
Oh, yeah.
Buying my tickets 2 weeks before.
Oh yeah, I'm planning.
Fuck yeah.
I'm planning. I'm literally watching every fucking thing to get good seats and good tickets for
it. That fails. That's the most disappointing. I feel like this year, but Dune is up there. I would have changed. I would have changed.
Oh, I forgot about Dune.
I would have took out the Odyssey and put Dune.
Why am I forgetting?
And I would have put Clayface instead of Supergirl, in my opinion.
Ooh, Clayface. But I feel like Clayface. I really don't have like.
I really want those to be great.
Okay, Clayface for me though is like a. Like. It's another solo villain project. We've already gotten that with Joker, so I'm not like.
And The Boys season 5.
I mean, The Boys season 5. I mean, but yeah, that's true. But The Boys season 5. I feel like with what we've seen, I mean, I'm not really worried that's gonna be bad. And
well, what would be disappointing though? Like, what would be the most disappointing if it were bad?
Okay, then I'd probably switch out with Daredevil because we're probably getting another season of Daredevil. And this is the last season of The Boys, so I'd probably switch that out. You're right.
I agree.
So if something was like disappointing, like if Homelander like lost in a stupid way, or if a character that I like died in a stupid way, then okay, but what else? Like Clayface though, what I was saying was like we got like. Clayface isn't like my highest rogue ever. Like he's a great like Batman rogue, but he's not like my top.
That movie looks like it's gonna be really good.
It does look like it's gonna be really, really good though. So I don't really think it's gonna like flop or be disappointing or anything. So, so that's why I would have put it in my top 5.
But anyways, guys, that will just about wrap up the pod for today.
It's been a great pod. We talked about a really great discussion.
About a lot of great stuff. Wanted to go over.
What do you guys think in the comments?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about what we talked about?
Are we stupid?
Do you think we're stupid? Even though we probably think your takes are stupid, it's okay. We can all agree to disagree, but also enjoy our talking about our nerd stuff. But yeah, that does it for me.
Yeah. All right.
Later, nerds.